Hey everybody, it's Gamer Gramps here. Today we are playing our religious science game with the Greeks. We are on DD difficulty as always, however we take things slow and we go through things step by step so that new players can follow along and hopefully learn a lot of the tips and techniques we use and then take it back to your own game and apply it on whatever difficulty level you happen to be playing on and just have it be that much more stronger and more powerful. So if that sounds like it's going to help you out or you'd be interested in watching, then definitely stick around. If you want to get good at Civ 6, subscribe and hit the bell to keep up with this channel. Alright, so clearly we're balls deep in this game here, 103 turns in, so if you just stumbled here, I'll put a link in the top right hand corner. You can go check out if you want to catch up what you missed out on. Other than that, we're going to just keep going here. I just noticed that our friendship with Monsieur Laurier has expired, so we are going to go ahead and definitely renew that there. Meanwhile, now that I got that out of the way, we're about to get to Reformed Church, which is going to be crazy good because it's going to really boost up our faith. We just finished chopping out the Kilwa Kiswani, so that is really good here. And we are about to go get some money. We want to get up to 360 gold so that we can buy the campus in Pharsalos, and then we'll chop out the university with the stone and the jungle here. So that is the plan. We earned a bunch of envoys from Kilwa. We haven't placed them yet, so we'll figure that out temporarily here in just a minute. However, let's worry about the gold situation first while it's on our mind. So good. Teddy has a little bit of money here that we can scoop up off of him. And let's go ahead and... Willie, you're so fucking disappointing, my friend. Alright, so what did that... Oops, cancel. What did that put us at? Put us at 239, so we need 121. Alright, we need 121 gold. Let's go talk to Hershey. Oh wait, never mind. We still have strategic resources, so fuck you. We'll trade our strategics. Let's see. Gilgo doesn't need them anymore. Let's check Pachacudi. He'll take 4 of our iron, so I guess we'll take a little bit of his gold off him. Holy fucking... Sorry. Of course, it had to be 20 exactly, and I had to count back by 1 from 30. Meanwhile, let's check the Arabians. Maybe we can be arms dealers here and help out the enemies of the Americans again. What? You think it's too expensive? No. I'll just give it to you for a discount, man. I'm happy to help. Alright, so we'll do that, and now let's go get the rest of the money we need from Victoria here. So let's try and get open borders. She will pay us, so I guess that's something that our relationship is improving. Meanwhile here, yeah, I just want to double check that we still had open borders with him before I got distracted again. Although my frickin'... I have a mod that tells me anyways, and I just don't check it often enough. Okay, so... we want this, and then how much more money do we want? Hold on. Okay, 63. Does that give us the money we need? No, we're still 11 short, so... so we'll give you 2, which will give us right what we need. Now we come here and we buy our library for 360. And there we go. And again, yeah, you go there and you go there. Alright, almost like we know what we're doing, right? Okay, so we went and finished our granary here. That is great. Alright, so now here is where we're at. We are not going to spend 35 turns building a fucking university. Just never. Ever, ever, ever spend that many turns. I would only build a university in a city if it is 20 turns or less. Other than that, buy it. You're just wasting your fucking time, wasting your production. And so what we are going to do instead is we are going to probably just put them on campus research grants, I feel right now. Yeah. Especially with them having, like, they're in their drought and everything right now. Until that dissipates, like, our food is all messed up. Our population is going to go down. So let's just go ahead, and they're already working in the whatchamacallit, in the holy site, so we'll get another one working in there. Other than that, let's give them some food, I suppose. Let them not die. But yeah. Hey everybody, Gamer Gramps here. I'm quickly interrupting just to say that if you're enjoying the video, please do me a favor and leave a like on it if you haven't already. It does really go a long way towards helping the channel get discovered, and clearly, you know it by now, I'm special. I need all the help I can get, right? So somebody else built a QE. Oh, of course the scout.
Three great elements of modern...
Sorry, of course the barbarian comes up after us. And Leventa's just sitting there chilling and not attacking them at all. Like, what the fuck? Alright, anyways, we got cartography. So we also unlocked that government. We're going to change into theocracy now. So, theocracy is an amazing government for us. So, for one, now all of our purchases with faith are going to be 15% cheaper. So we are going to definitely take advantage of that right now, and we're going to go here and we're going to buy our settler that we've wanted to. So it's only $350 now, instead of it was like $430 last time, or last turn when we looked. So that is great for one. Two, we have cartography, so our ships can actually sail in ocean tiles now, which is good. It's going to allow us to get the circumnavigation of the globe, which is going to be 5 era score for us, which will be nice. Now, though, we need to think about what policy cards we want in and which ones are going to be the most effective. So, right now, we still have Gothic architecture in. That doesn't count. We have veterancy, so that doesn't count. And Diplomatic League. So, while we have Diplomatic League in, let's take a look and see if there's any places that we want to send it to. No, there's only Valletta, and there's only Kabul. And like, sure, don't get me wrong, the +2 production in the capital when building units is okay. However, we have bigger fish to fry. Like later in the game, if we have extra envoys, sure, I don't care, right? Like that. Sure, but right now these 4 envoys, like, look what we're gonna do with them instead. Okay, so these 4 envoys are gonna get us Bologna now. So now we're gonna become suzerain of Bologna, which is gonna give us it's making all buildings that provide great writers, great artists, and great musicians, etc. Give us an extra one. So let's just go to show you here the power of this. So right now, our great people, we're earning 14 great scientists per turn, and we're earning 9 great writer points and 3 great artists. So we're gonna give 1 to Bologna there, which leaves us with 3. And then now what we're gonna do is we're going to send those 3. We're going to give 1 to Leventa, which will now give us +2 faith in every shrine building. And then we're going to send 2 of them here to Jerusalem, which will give us +2 faith in every temple building as well. So instead of like wasting 2 of them on those 2 cities for 2 production, instead now, like, look, just watch our points jump up, and then our great people points are also going to jump up, right? So definitely worth doing that in that order. So you can move there, you can move here. So again, now that we bought that university, now that we bought that library, for one, we're going to go ahead and put their harbor in now and lock down the price. So that's... If you've learned a lot from my videos, consider supporting the channel by becoming a member. There's 3 different choices that you can choose from, all for different prices. But for as little as $5 a month, you can help to make this channel successful and ensure that we continue to put out videos that you enjoy. Nice, we got that taken care of. But now we're going to go ahead, switch to their university, and we're going to chop the stone into the university. So it's down to 11. And we'll leave Magnus here for 1 more turn, and we'll chop that... we'll chop this into it as well. So we'll leave them producing the university, and we'll switch to the holy site afterwards. However, okay, so we got cartography now. That is great. We will be building an aqueduct relatively soon. So I'd rather not waste it. I'm not in that much of a rush to get Niter up online, since we've already put in the work to boost it, so that's fine. Because again, I know it doesn't seem like it, right? You might think, okay, it's only one turn, fuck it, go get military engineering. But why would I, when I'm gonna get it for free, and there's things that I need to get that I don't have boosted, that I can concentrate on instead, right? Like, it just makes more sense to not needlessly throw it away unless I need this Niter right now, which I don't. I can wait 5 turns or 4 turns until, you know, like we're gonna, in Athens here, they're gonna build a university and then they're gonna start on their aqueduct again. So we'll have our aqueduct 5 turns for so in 8 turns, we'll have that boosted for free without doing anything else, right? So it's just, it makes, I know it seems like it's a small thing, but when you're trying to win a game before 200 turns, that's 1 extra turn, and that counts. Like, that matters. I know it seems trivial, I'm sorry, but anyways, end rant, I'll shut up about it, but that is why. Okay, so now we'll figure out where we want to go, alright? So, we want to be able to build printing, which is, so this is probably where we're going to go next. And we want to get towards industrialization as well. Because not only does it allow us to build like Ruhr Valley and all that kind of crap and get coal and all that, but it also gives us +1 to every mine, which is like a huge production boost, because think of all the mines we have across across the thing. So I think what we are going to do is we're going to get military tactics because we already have it boosted. Then we're going to switch to printing, and we'll finish researching that because we're about to have our second university, or we will fairly shortly. So we'll research that until it's boosted, and then we're going to switch into mass production, and then we're going to go for industrialization. So we will be hard researching square rigging because I don't think we'll have a chance to kill a unit with a musketman in time. But yeah, that is how we're going to do it. So now that we have that figured out, let's go ahead and take a quick look at our policies here to see which ones we're going to want to implement the most. Alright, so retainers is giving us +4 amenities. Are we building any more harbors right now? I suppose Ephesus, but that doesn't really matter that much. Yeah, we're going to switch out of that and get them to go on a granary instead. So then the answer to our question is no, we are not. So we're going to switch out of veterancy. Where are you? Policies. Yeah, okay. So we're going to put conscription in for the +6 gold and keep retainers on for the +4 amenities. So those are the 2 military policies we're going to use. And then looking here. So scripture is giving us +11 faith. Simultaneum's only +6 right now. So that tells us we definitely need to work on our holy site buildings. Definitely. So urban planning's 9 production. Scripture and probably natural philosophy and possibly insulae. Yeah, and we need to get some better diplomatic things. So, alright, I know what I want to do. So then what we're going to do here is we're going to go straight for diplomatic service. The reason being is I want to get a Machiavellianism, and it allows us to get our first spy, so that is hugely important. And then it also allows us to get the Whistlebanken diplomatic policy card here, which I love. It says your trade routes to an ally city provide +2 food and +2 production to both cities, and your alliance points with all allies increase by an additional 0.25 per turn, which is very nice because, for one, it allows that, like, obviously the +2 production and +2 food is nice, don't get me wrong. However, if you look here, the boost to chemistry, which we need to get our research labs, is have a level 2 alliance. And if we look here, we're going to be changing our alliance with Teddy once we settle these cities. Meanwhile, how many? 16 more turns. Yeah, so we do have time to get these cities up and get their populations going. That'll be fine. However, we need to get most likely our research alliance with Gilgamesh here. We're only at 14 out of 80. We need to get it up to 80 before we get a level 2 alliance. And you can see here that you increase the speed of that. For one, that policy card we just talked about gives plus 0.25, so it would be 1.25 that we'd be getting right now if we had that slotted in. However, when we send a trade route to them, we get another point per turn, and then if we declare war on a common enemy, we do too, but obviously that is not going to happen with any luck. So we can control that by prioritizing sending our trade routes to Gilgamesh or to America. However, because we're going to be changing our cultural relationship, I don't think that is a good idea. So actually, you know what? I think what we'll do is form an alliance. What? Why can't I? Oh, because we don't have... Do we not... What? We have civil service. We're allied. Why the fuck could I not ally... Oh, make deal? No. Okay, is that glitched? Why could I not form an alliance with him? Like we're a declared friend. What? Alliances. Propose an alliance. Why can I not propose an alliance with him? Is he only knows 2 people, so it's not like he's allied to fucking... Or do they have to have it too, maybe? Maybe he doesn't have the technology. Yeah, maybe he doesn't have the technology. I always thought as soon as you had it that you could do it, but maybe that's it? I don't know, I'm not sure. But anyways, no matter what, we're going to diplomatic service, so that's all gravy. And that's why we're going there, to help get the production towards spies and then those cards. But then basically, sorry, I should have specified, we're beeline it for the Enlightenment because we want rationalism for our huge science boost. However, instead of, like, it would normally prioritize it differently. Like, see, it would normally get medieval fairs first and then diplomatic service. However, I don't really care about... the gold is nice here for a merchant confederation, and aesthetics is nice, but I'm more concerned with getting these 2 policy cards and the ability to start working on a spy first. So that's why I'm just going to shift the priorities a little bit. Not that it's like a huge difference, but it is to me, okay? But yeah, so let's continue going here. So we finished a monument. We're going to go ahead and start them working on their workshop. Meanwhile here, again... Oh, next turn we'll be chopping that. So, now for our policy cards that we're going to have in right now, we're obviously getting rid of that one, and we're getting rid of that one. However, so we're going to keep retainers. We're getting rid of veterancy because we're not building any seaports. Or not seaports, sorry. We're not building any harbors at the moment right now. What we are going to do is go ahead and put in conscription, because this is going to give us plus 6 gold per turn, and we'll get even more money from that here because we're going to start getting some military units in the near future. Not right now, but fairly soon. But anyways, in the meantime, we are going to go ahead and put in scripture, and we're going to put in natural philosophy for science, and we're going to put in simultaneum for more faith. We're not buying any builders because we have enough builders, so we're not going to put serfdom in. So I think we're good right now for it right now. And then for here, again, we don't have a good choice at the moment, so we'll just go ahead and put charismatic leader in. However, in 4 turns, we'll definitely be dumping that because charismatic leader isn't a very good policy card at all. A lot of people use it, but only use it in the early game, and then as soon as you have a better card, get the fuck rid of it, because it's not worthwhile. Like, you get more than enough envoys through going through your culture tree or through the civics tree naturally, then you need that. Then that policy card's going to help you out. Like you can get the policy cards that we're going to start to get here. So like this is basically where I would switch it, is right where we are right now. So as soon as you either get to A, medieval fairs and get merchant confederation, or B, get to diplomatic service and get whistlebanking or Machiavellianism, get the fuck rid of that card. That card becomes a dumpster fire. Like it essentially, once you get to either one of these civics, that card is a piece of shit. Never put it in again, ever. Like you're just, it's not worth it. It's like, why would you not want +1 gold from each of your envoys, or +2 food and +2 production for your trade routes to allies, or +50% production towards spies, and all spy operations are 25% less. There is not a reason. You could not tell me a reason that I would say is valid to get +2 points towards city-states. Okay, the only exception would be if you were at 98 or something. Like if you were at 149 influence points or something like that, or whatever, you know what I mean? But even then, ugh. Because like, look at this, like that. Oh, I guess we can't look at it yet, but I'll show you once we actually unlock those 2 cards. Well, actually, yeah, we can count it right now. 1 second, sorry. So look at 4 envoys. So 3 is 7, 4 is 11, 4 is 15, 2 is 17, 6 is 23, 3 is 26, 3 is 29, 4 is 33, and 1 is 34, and 1 is 35. So that card is going to be 35 gold a turn. Like Merchant Confederation, how does two charisma points, or whatever the fuck they're called, towards a city-state compare with 35 gold a turn? Like, ugh. But again, a lot of people don't, like, put 2 and 2 together. They're just in the habit of using that card because it's, like, they're familiar with it, right? Alright, anyway, so we should be ready to chop now? No, that's still next turn? Jesus. Alright, so in the meantime, then, we'll go ahead and start building mines here. We already talked about it. We're going to get coffee back up online there. Alright, now let's, yeah, we're still in the university, so let's spend the last chop here. Got it down to 4 turns, so that's something. Now we're going to immediately move Magnus, like we talked about. And we're going to move him over to Mycenae. Alright, meanwhile, let's see how much this next settler is going to cost us. 385. So, what's that? 266, 276. Okay, so we're 2 turns out. We're 2 turns out from getting that settler. And so while we do have, like, Magnus is moving anyway, so we're not gonna wait 5 turns before we buy that settler. We'll just buy it here in Knossos and then send it over immediately so that, so that we don't get shafted. We are 100% gonna body block that little cocksucker. See, this is why we were in the vicinity. We're gonna come down here. Yeah. Yeah, because fuck them, that's why. Alright, so now we have our settler over here. Let's immediately get going. To right down here. Because that's going to take 13 turns to get there, which is a little bit painful. There is technologies here, so hold on 1 second. No, since we're going to have to hard research it anyway. We are immediately going to switch into square rigging. Because we're not going to get the boost for that in time. And that way it will give us +1 movement for embarked units. So getting this will actually shave time off of our settler getting over to where we want to actually settle. So again, we're just going to use the galley as an escort. You can go here. So the reason I'm prioritizing... I always prioritize grassland hills over plains hills, like building the mines on them first, because they have 2 food production, or 2 food base, rather than only a one food base. And I always prioritize the food over the extra production that you get from the Plains Hills. Like, the Plains Hills mines are better in the long run. However, it's better to get your population up early, in my opinion anyway. Alright, so meanwhile, we got that going on. That builder is already heading over here to do that, right? Correct. Okay. Meanwhile, you still have builds left, so let's get the Jade on. And then we'll get the Jade on, and we're going over here. We're going to move you over here to chop. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we can chop this tile too if we need it. But I'm gonna try to leave this tile. Or no, we can't. It's fucking Ephesus. Oh my god. Wow, I'm special, I know, okay? Comment and call me a unicorn. Alright. I don't care about you. We're just gonna go ahead and put that on automated exploration because it keeps irritating me. Oh my god, these guys have a fucking hard on for me. Leventa, like, seriously, can you not kill a fucking unit? Like, sorry. Anyway, we'll build that Cathokia mine and use his last charge on that mine next time. Or Cathokia mound, sorry. But seriously though, we're gonna come right back to our scout because we don't want him to die. But really though, like, Buddy's just fucking trooping through Leventa's territory, like, or the surrounding territory, like there's no issue. And now, not only that, they body blocked us on a fucking marsh. Good thing we can embark and get away from them. Alright, meanwhile here, let's take a look. Shit. See, this is actually trouble for us. Because remember, I'm worried about Galileo, and look how close they are. We're only 3 turns ahead of them. So we're going to fix this right now. What we're going to end up doing is, next turn, as soon as we build that university, we are going to start on campus research grants. And what we're going to do is we're going to, in all of our cities that have decent science and can get it done in time, I'll let him finish the university since it's only 2 turns, so we'll do it here next. Meanwhile, here though, in Sparta, same thing. As soon as they're done their lighthouse, we'll start again. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to build all of the campus research grants so they have 1 turn left. And then what we'll do is we'll make sure all of them finish the turn before, or sorry, not finish the turn before. So then what we're going to do is the turn that we have, so nine turns. So then on the 8th turn, right when we're like the turn before we're about to get Galileo, then we will turn all of our campus science grants back on that have 1 turn left to complete, so that we will complete them on the following turn. So then it will like jump us like leaps and bounds ahead of where we are, and then hopefully it'll be cheap enough that we can buy Isaac Newton. We can snipe him off the Americans with faith beforehand. So yeah, but we can't do that here because we don't even have a fucking because we don't have a campus. So anyways, meanwhile, now that I know we had sent this guy over here to chop this tile for the campus, but seeing as how Magnus is only 4 turns away, it would be like basically a waste of production in order to do that ahead of time. Meanwhile, over here, how much is that settler again? 385. Yeah, so sorry, next turn we can do that. That's fine. But we will happily take the Great Writer here. Meanwhile, it's been a little bit since we picked Teddy's pockets, so let's go ahead and do that. So that should probably be like 13 or 14. 13, okay. Hopefully Willie's got his economy rolling a little bit better, but unfortunately for us, it's not the case. And then how's Gilgamesh doing? Okay, so he is all good. I mean, technically I could have traded him 3 horses. Whatever. Technically, I will trade him 3 fucking horses then. So we'll go down to 3 horses and take the 16 gold. Let's check the Arabians, and they'll take 6 of our horses. Oh, you don't have any money? Well, whatever. I'll take diplomatic favor, buddy. You know what? There you go. Let's do 2 diplomatic favor. Sounds like a good deal to me. Gee. And she needs iron, so that is great. We'll get rid of all... she'll take all of our iron. What? Alright. Sounds good. Oh, let's get that great writer to... Whoops. Almost deleted him. To create great work. Okay, so yeah, then here, now we're going to body block them. So see, this, I believe, is going to work. Let's also use our builder to do the same thing. Alright, meanwhile, you know where you're going. Yeah, so just skip turn you, skip turn you. And then hopefully they're going to move there, and then we're just going to do the horizontal shuffle and move 1 turn over, and then hopefully they'll move back, and we'll just keep them preoccupied here. Because fuck you, America, that's why. Alright, got that. Let's take a look. Ugh. No, sir, you will not win. That is unacceptable. Well, it doesn't matter, first off, because as long as we keep them off of these tiles right here... Oh, they might go try and settle our good city. Oh, you son of a bitch. Okay, whatever. They can have our good city. We are going to block them from here. Okay, so they cannot get into our good city territory if we block that. And we're the suzerain of Mohenjo, so they can't go there. So you are going to go block up... or no. Yeah, they can't get through Mohenjo, so they can't go there. Yeah. Yeah. Right, so as long as we block that tile right there, they cannot get into here. Yeah, so, again, fuck you. Alright, so what we're going to do now is you are going to go... First, before I forget, we're going to buy the settler. Then you are going to go here. You are going to go here. And you are going to go here. Because we would like them to come back. But either way, we're going to keep them body blocked until our settler can get to here. And once we found this city here, then we only have to protect there, because they won't be able to settle in one. Like all of this will be red. 1, 2, yeah, like everything here, 1, 2, 3 will all be red. The only tile they'll be able to settle on will be our star tile, and so we'll just move our horsemen to our star, and then America is fucked. So we win. That's fucking checkmate. Alright, meanwhile, let's go ahead and trade our... Oh wait, we already traded a whole bunch to her. It's because she always has money. Who else had money? Gilgamesh had money, didn't he? Yeah, he got crash. Okay, good. Gilgi. Nice. Probably I'll take your 10. Do you have money as well? You have money as well. Will you be 10, good sir? You will. Never mind. We'll take Pachacuti's money. Alright. Thank you, good sir. And then we'll trade to Gilgamesh next turn. Meanwhile, we completed the library. So yeah, we're going to do, remember the campus research grants. So we got 4 turns there. Okay. We finished the lighthouse here. So again, campus research grants. Okay. We still got 2 turns on that. Alright. 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 Okay, so we got them handled. You, sir. Just keep doing your job. I guess with the scout, we'll come back to here and then heal up. Alright, so, yeah, you are good to go and just go to sleep. And then next turn we'll switch into serfdom because we'll buy a builder here for Mycenae. Sure, thank you. You're so thoughtful, Pachacootie.
A diplomat is a man who will...
Alright, so we got diplomatic service. This is gonna be so satisfying. Alright, so first thing we do is we're gonna move over here. Because again, he can keep walking in there all he wants. He can't settle a city. He won't be, like, now we're on a hill. There you go, we're on a hill. There's hills behind us. The settler can't move past us. So he's cut off from there 100%. Now we've got our settler in front of him. So he can't move there. He can't move on top of a builder. He can't move on top of our unit. So he can only move to this tile right here. Is the next closest. If he switches to trying to get to this tile, he can only move to the wheat. Our settler can move to exactly where we can settle. And then all we have to do is shift our builder to this tile, and then our horseman will beat him to the only other possible city to settle over there. Alright, so yeah, meanwhile here, again, we're just keeping an eye out for them. Let's go ahead and change our policies, though. Let's get rid of that dumpster fire, and I'm going to put in... charismatic, or not charismatic. I'm gonna put in the dumpster fire card because I'm stubborn. That's why. Sorry, we're gonna. I would put in Machiavellianism. However, we're still a ways away from starting to actually build that spy. So we'll definitely go ahead and put in Whistlebanking. And then meanwhile, how many turns until? Hold on. Yeah, close this. I don't care. 3 turns until we get medieval fairs. And 2 turns until he's established, so that's fine. It's only 1 turn. Oh yeah, so we won't be getting Patala Palace then, right? Because we won't have a university next to a mountain. Yeah, so unfortunately this turns into Forbidden City, and we lose a little bit of adjacency bonus. However, I think it'll definitely be worth it, which means then we will, yeah. Alright, anyway. So now Scripture Simultaneum can stay on. This can all stay the same in the meantime. We don't have to, oh, other than serfdom, I forgot. So we'll go ahead and put serfdom in and get rid of Simultaneum. Yeah, because it's not getting us that much faith right now. And those are all good. Yeah, and put in Whistlebanking. Okay, confirm. Alright. So meanwhile now we're at 210 faith. We have serfdom in. Just confirming that I didn't screw it up somehow. So let's go ahead and grab them a builder here. This is so, I don't know, like, maybe I'm petty? Like, I must be petty, because this is fucking so satisfying to me right now. Meanwhile, let's actually back up even 1 more tile, so we're, like, 100% away from that fucking evil skirmisher, and then we'll heal up. I, like, don't even care about that. I'm like, yes, get out of here. Yeah, see, okay, perfect. So he moved there. That's fine. So our settler moves to the tile that we can actually drop a city on. So the only tile he can drop a city on starting next turn, like he could technically settle one here, although he wouldn't be able to get here. But I don't care. We're just going to move the builder anyway, because the builder was just sleeping in Knossos waiting for something to do until Magnus got there, so at least we can do other stuff around here. But in the meantime, we're going to go and we're going to cross the river here. Because again, all these tiles are tiles he can't settle on, so they're irrelevant. Because he has to cross a river, so he can only move here and can't cross until the turn after. He could move here, can't drop a city, so they're totally fucking boned. like I said, I don't know why, but that is very, very satisfying to me. Okay, so anyways, we got a granary completed here. They've already got their monument, so that's all good. So let's immediately start them on their campus. And then here, we got our university. Let's immediately start them on those campus research grants that we were talking about. And now, oops, wrong screen. And now, how's the situation here? Okay, so we're 5 turns out on Galileo now. Ugh. How many turns out are we? We're 2 turns on there and 5 turns there. Alright. Alright. I don't like it, but alright. Okay, so meanwhile, we're going to send you down there and we're going to buy another builder here. And then that's enough builders now. What we're going to do next is we're going to buy our... We have 0 trade routes active. I think one of them just finished. Unless it got plundered somehow. But yeah, you skip turn. Right? Yeah. Just stay still. You skip turn. Unless it got plundered. I'll have to look into that. But either we either have 2 trade routes to build or 3 trade routes to build. Either or. It's time to fucking build trade routes. Alright, so yeah, we're definitely not settling that city first. We'd be coming down here. So yeah, you just go there. In 1 turn, we'll be able to even travel faster, so that's even better. So Huey's gone. The Meenakshi or whatever temple is. Foreign city gains independence. Alright. So the drought's over. There's a violent storm. Some cities started. Tech boost. Increased trade route capacity.
Hey everybody, Gamer Gramps here. I'm quickly interrupting just to say that if you're enjoying the video, please do me a favor and leave a like on it if you haven't already. It does really go a long way towards helping the channel get discovered. And clearly, you know it by now, I'm special. I need all the help I can get, right?
Little man has made that approaches anything in nature.
Okay, nice. We got square written there. Ooh. Nasty, there's a tornado there. Let's definitely go ahead and head to the south. Hopefully it's headed north. We'll have to see, I guess. So I guess there's no barbarians near the hurricane. We'll keep both of them out of the range there. Now, if you are interested in learning more about like the mods that I'm using, for instance, in order to like find out which policy cards and everything that I should be slotting in, and or any of the other different UI mods, I'll put a link in the top right hand corner right now. You can go check that out if you want. I actually have 2 different videos on the mods that I use, because I use enough of them now. It's sad, but I really do. I don't use any mods that change gameplay though. They're UI mods, so user interface mods. All it does is change the way that the information that you already have in the game is presented to you, and it makes it more convenient to access, basically. But if you are interested in that, again, top right corner. Other than that, though, I'm going to cut in the video here. So if you haven't already, please do me a favor and leave a like on the video. It does go a long way towards helping a small channel like me get discovered. And clearly, I'm special, right? I need all the help I can get. But leave a comment down below, too, if you're so inclined. I really would like to hear from you. It's honestly the most enjoyable part for me, is getting to interact with the community. And then on top of that is added gravy. It also does help with the engagement, helps YouTube push the video out to more people as well. So it's a win-win as far as I'm concerned. But anyways, I've rambled enough for this video, so I'm just going to shut up, and I'll see you in the next one.